every 2 to 4 years. If you're given a clean bill of health, don't think, oh, that's good, I don't have glaucoma. Get your eyes checked in another 2 to 4 years. However, if you have any of all these other risk factors, then you should have an eye check more frequently. So not just because you're black, but if you have a person in your family who has glaucoma, then you should have an eye check more frequently as well. But by the time we get to the age of 40 and above, I think we should have an eye check every 1 to 2 years. And then if we have any other risk factor, even make it more frequent so that it can be detected early. When it's detected early, we can help to prevent blindness, help to slow the progression. But when it's advanced, it's actually more difficult to control the disease.
Someone once said to me that his doctor told him he had glaucoma, but he was convinced that some things could be done for his sight to be rejuvenated, for him to begin to see, you know, regain the sight he had actually lost.
Well, for now, research hasn't shown anything that can actually regain the vision. We talk about neuroprotective mechanisms, that is medications that can help to revive the dying nerve cells. So it actually depends at which time, because so when we have these nerve cells that are dying, some are dead, some are at that point of dying. So if we're able to intervene at that time that it's dying, maybe some of them can wake up and the patient may regain, you know, the visual field. We've seen it in some patients. They come with a bad visual field, and then following treatment, bringing down the pressure, the visual field gets a bit better. But by and large, it's an irreversible disease. And so when damage has occurred to the optic nerve, the nerve fibers, they usually do not rejuvenate for now. Yes.
So let's just reiterate, just to make things clear. Glaucoma steals the sight.
It steals the sight.
Usually, whatever sight that has been stolen cannot be regained.
Yes, it cannot.
But you can slow the process
and preserve
any
the
remaining sight of him, that you can try and prevent him losing any more sight. Now, show us this optic nerve head, this all-important optic nerve head.
Okay, so let me do it on this one. So this is the retina, okay? And then this yellow...
we should just put it up like this.
Okay, so this is the retina, the back of the eye, the photos where the light actually falls. And then this is the nerve, the optic nerve, this yellow part. Yeah, so all the nerve fibers, this nerve fiber layer, they all converge here. And then through the optic nerve, this actually transmits the information to the brain. So this is very important. I always liken it like a wire that connects the eye to the brain. So if anything happens to this wire, no matter what happens here, the information is not communicated to the brain. And that's why
so that's where the pressure comes to play.
So that's where the pressure...
So when the pressure is pushing at this, what happens?
So when
does it pinch the nerves?
So it works. The pressure effect comes in different ways. First of all, when the pressure is pinching on the nerve, or it's exerted there, it actually prevents the vessels. It can compress the vessels and prevent the vessels from supplying enough blood to this optic nerve head. Then it can also prevent, because the optic nerve head gets food from the brain, what we call the neurotrophins, and so sometimes it prevents this food from coming to the optic nerve head, so it's not well nourished. That can also lead to damage. And then it actually exerts its effect as well on the optic nerve head fibers, that's the ganglion cell fibers, as they pass through this canal. That pressure effect kinks them, causing them to have some damage as well. So these are some of the ways. So it happens both mechanically through the vascular supply, nutritional supply as well, and even sometimes releases toxins just by mere pressure. Just by the mere presence of that pressure being there, some toxins are released, and this can affect the optic nerve, leading to damage.
Let me take some quick questions from Twitter. Christiana is asking, can surgery be a permanent cure for glaucoma?
So once again, it's not a permanent cure.
Even though you've done surgery?
Even though you've had surgery, it could control the pressure. Why I say it's not a permanent cure is that you still need to follow up with your doctor. We have what we call a target pressure, but this target pressure is what we call a guesstimate of the pressure at which it is safe for that eye. So when we continue to follow up the patient, we will know whether this pressure reduction we have achieved, is that enough for this eye.
For the eye to stay healthy. Yes.
And sometimes even down the line after having surgery, because of the way our bodies heal, there could be some healing which will close that window that has actually been formed. So surgery is not a permanent cure. There is no permanent cure for glaucoma. It's a lifelong treatment.
Okay, Dafe is asking, his right eye brings out tears. Could this be a sign of glaucoma?
So his right eye alone bringing out tears? Not necessarily, because when we have a lot of tearing, it could be a lot of things. It could be dry eye. It could just be that he has some form of conjunctivitis. It could be that he has foreign body in the eye.
So once again, he should see the doctor.
Thank you.
And on that note, we've got to close. Thank you so much, Dr. Onyekwelu, for coming to the show. This has been so clear today. Thank you for staying with us, and have a wonderful day. I am Mary Alale Yusuf.